Yes, but also they have an extension. I mean, you got to have an extension if you want to get around this sexy belly. That's,
wait, here, aren't we?
Yes,
What?
I said that. I said that for a reason. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Leading Brand 2008 live, and of course, you catch the backstage stories from us just moments before we go live. Because guess what? We love you that way. I am your host, the champion, the reigning.
Oh, don't you?
I can't say conquering because I haven't. I gotta wait for one pay-per-view to say that.
Okay.
The reigning, defending, undisputed Stadium Junkies champion of the world.
Every pay-per-view that I win, I will add on to that title. Because the first one's gonna be the reigning. Then the second one will be the defending. Then the undisputed.
If you get that far.
Yeah, it's all about that.
He's not getting past Elimination Chamber.
You say that.
Watch Jeffrey's gonna take another one. Just
wait, what?
Jeffrey's gonna buy an Intercontinental title just to have one. I admit I've thought about it.
I have too. I've almost thought about like getting that title instead of ours.
I mean, why would I get the? I mean, the Intercontinental title would be nice, but
it's a sexy belt.
Why don't we just make a belt of our own, like I proposed in the beginning?
Or
we
can make the Intercontinental title, and we can put Stadium Junkies on the bar on the bottom.
God dang it!
Or we can create our own. But you know who won't be creating their own title opportunities? Rich Swann, officially out of the WWE. But here's the odd part. It was mutually agreed upon.
It doesn't.
What doesn't after Enzo? It's surprising that it wasn't just, hey, we're trying to cut you, but they mutually agreed upon releasing.
I mean, he left on better terms than freaking Enzo Amore.
Yeah, yes, but I'm expecting we decided to cut ties with him, not mutually. We decided to cut ties with him, and then of course the best thing to put that Enzo did not get. We hope that we hope for their future endeavors and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
we hope
that's something Enzo didn't get, and he didn't deserve it. So yeah, we've established that.
Does not deserve a lick of it.
Yep.
So speaking of deserving, how do you feel about Ivory deserving the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that.
Absolutely. She was going to get it at some point, and what better time than now? So
it was one of those things of which women's superstar we're going to put this time. And let's be honest, when it comes to Attitude Era, they're starting to, and even ones that move on to the, Ruthless Aggression Era, they're starting to run out of really good ones. The ones that you don't want to get to the Hall of Fame where it's like the NBA, where you can put every mediocre person who's done something for a year in there. You want to keep it good people, and Ivory is starting to be that borderline point until all the ones who are doing it right now will retire. I mean, let's see, we got about 3 or 4 good ones left before we have to choose Paige to say, hey, we're done with all the good ones that are not from this current era. Let's bring Paige because we don't know what else to do.
There's only like 2 I could put from the Ruthless Aggression Era.
We've already got 2 of them in there. So, but let me say something about Ivory real quick. I think she is deserving, and also I think this is WWE kind of piggybacking on her like momentum right now because the whole Glow series that came out recently, and it's just piggybacking on her actually being in the original Glow.
To be honest, if they wanted to do that, I think they should have done that last year.
They're coming out with the season 2, so
okay, so made sense now you put it like that.
And also, rumor alert.
There's rumored of since we were talking about Morning Cup of J in the previous one, since we're 2 J's, Double J is rumored to be also going in the Hall of Fame.
JEFFJARRETT, Jeff Jarrett.
That's so weird.
Is it finally that I think Vince is finally saying, TNA, they're going down with their ship. We'll accept the fact that they're TNA.
Well, it's weird because Jarrett's not on that boat. Jarrett actually, it's even weirder.
He is that boat. That boat's gone. So that boat's sinking. We have Alberto El Patron holding that boat. How does that taste in your mouth?
I thought it was who is it? Austin Aries.
Well, Austin Aries just came up and he's patching up the boat, but it's El Patron. How does it taste? So I think this is Vince McMahon admitting not conceding to them. What's the opposite? Pretty much gloating victory, saying, "Hey, we're good enough where we can actually accept your people in their names, and put some of your people in the Hall of Fame because you're nothing now."
And also weirdly, Jeff Jarrett was put into rehab. He actually put himself into rehab, but it was a WWE funded
sanctioned rehab.
Sanctioned, yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. So this may have a little bit to do with that as well. But I mean, the last time we saw Jeff Jarrett or the mention of Jeff Jarrett on WWE TV was the Raw before WrestleMania 17, where Vince McMahon was on TV and said, "You're FIRED fired or gone." No, GONE, gone. There it is.
It amazes me that it is, being passed around and actual possibility for once. You know what I mean? It just it seems odd that TNA is such a big thing now for WWE to actually have and mention.
It's so weird because TNA, I mean, it's always been like the black sheep of I mean, you look at them, you don't take them seriously. You're just like, oh, you're there. Okay, that's nice. I'm sorry.
But they never truly allowed it to be recognized.
Yeah.
And now the fact they might recognize it is just it's kind of a questionable decision now.
It just seems so odd and so weird.
If Jeff Jarrett came in WWE just for a little bit before he gets put in the Hall of Fame, I might be able to be okay with that. But just now, I mean, it just feels weird. Could put someone else in there.
It feels used.
There you go. That's the answer. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what is there to gain? Because Vince McMahon doesn't do stuff accidentally.
He must have something planned if he puts him in the Hall of Fame. Whether it's whether it's a one we agree with or it's a bad decision, he's always plotting something.
I wouldn't doubt it. Like Vince is doing this just to do it, just to say, I can do this.
He's a businessman first,
and he's sitting here like, hey, yes, it's a TNA person, and guess what? We're messing with Impact right now by taking one of their stars, well, founding stars, and putting them as in our Hall of Fame, but not recognizing y'all, just recognizing him as WWE.
And also, I heard that this is Impact, but not dealing with Jeff Jarrett. That WWE has gained a little bit of access to the Hardy footage from Impact, the Broken Hardy footage, because I think they're going to be making a DVD on the Hardys, and they're going to have to bring it up at some point.
That's nice. More footage of the Hardys. Now, can we get Matt Hardy a push?
Or can we actually let him have full reigns? Because I feel like yes, they say they have full creative, but to say he controls his promos, I say that he doesn't control. He can't all of a sudden go in there and go, I want this and this and this to happen. They'll go, wait. It's like, no, you said you wanted full creative. Give him full creative. Let him do exactly what he wants to make the character work.
Yes. That's all we need. I mean, you just want Broken Matt Hardy to be reigning, doing all these craziness. That's all. I mean, the laugh is just not enough. I just want some craziness, like something I don't expect to see. Maybe he'll get that with
chess with fish.
Yes,
The goldfish.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Not enough. Need more.
Like the kind of you can only do it once, and then you have to move on to the next thing. And knowing Matt Hardy, he can do that. You just got to give him the full.
And he's a boxing kangaroo.
Would you say he'd do better if he was in SmackDown?
No.
They wouldn't give him the time.
My point.
Heck, they took away freaking Fashion Files. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Does that tell you enough?
But
Exactly.
yeah.
At least it's not 205.
Hey, 205 has potential to be better.
Hey, 205. Okay, so conversation, obviously, Triple H taking over for now, as far as I know. I hope it's permanent. Triple H bringing in Buddy Murphy for the tournament.
Okay, first, remember they were going to bring in Leo before they thought about bringing in Buddy.
They were going to do Leo Rush, but Leo Rush did three things wrong. A, disrespected higher ups. Well, pretty much that's number two. Disrespecting other wrestlers that are old, the elder wrestlers. Emma, and the no selling on that ladder table drop in the Indies started it. Because that also shows that he's willing to not listen to people and do whatever he wants on television.
You don't do that.
If he's willing to do that on, basic TV, wherever he's at, imagine WWE, how much chaos. Because they give already enough chaos with Kevin Owens. Imagine him doing whatever he wants and no one's and the only thing he can do is just send the elders to beat him up, which, to be honest, and when you're not listening like that, I'm all for it.
I think the fact that he's not getting his opportunity, it's giving him more time to build up more respect. He's got to build that respect back from everybody he's dealing with.
Yeah, Asuka, what's her face? Star or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
What's her face from what is that? What is it?
You're talking about Lucha?
Yeah, Lucha.
Oh yeah, Sexy Star, man. Yeah,
Sexy
she's not
Star.
even her thing was so bad that she's not even allowed to wrestle in Mexico anymore. She's a boxer.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez, death penalty. That sounds like death penalty.
Yeah, because she actually did she broke somebody's arm because she was mad at somebody else.
Hey,
And think about it. This is from the land where Eddie Guerrero comes from, where it's all about respect.
Yeah, this is AAA, like the top company in Mexico, and you're gonna just pull some shit like that. Yeah, that's not gonna roll.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like death penalty. It's death penalty down there. Unlike WWE, death penalty here means you're just not going to work with WWE again.
Yeah, it's even crazier when you piss off Vampiro. And he was booking that show. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the biggest thing is the two things people remember is the bad commentary and Sexy Star injuring one of their own.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you get death penalty in Mexico.
Wow.
You always need good commentary in Mexico, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, but unfortunately the English one wasn't so great. But
also, back on the Cruiserweight tournament, I love the fact they're doing real wrestling. They're giving these guys time on TV. They're bringing in people from NXT and the UK to wrestle in this tournament.
Who do they bring for the NXT side?
They brought in Roger
Strong.
So Strong.
Yeah, Roger Strong. Yes.
All right. Who else?
And well, I mean, technically he debuted Tommy, but you know,
He's now 205 brand.
yeah.
And then the European guys.
The Euro guys were Tyler Bate and Mark Andrews.
Okay.
Also, if you really want to technically go another NXT guy, it's Buddy Murphy.
Mm.
Did I say Buddy Murphy earlier?
Yeah, you did.
Did also he had a long promo, like promo package.
Which the promo package, from what I've seen, they it seemed like they were planning to go with him the whole time.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and because there was question about that, like, was they really going for Leo Rush? And it's like, no, they were probably going to give him a proper debut somewhere else because that promo for Buddy, the Buddy Murphy promo seems so long unless they made someone work 24 hours, very similar to how to make Jim Johnston work 6 days, 23-hour days to make a soundtrack of a movie. Unless they did that, they intended for Buddy Murphy in the first place. Yeah. Because when's the last time? January 07?
Yeah, it was like a tag team match.
I mean, January 17 with, if I recall, Ty Dillinger was his partner.
Ty Dillinger, and I think it was against like Bobby Roode and somebody else.
Bobby Roode and I want to say Shinsuke.
I want to say either Shinsuke or Joe.
No, I don't believe it's Joe. Because Joe at that point's already in the main roster, and he was injured.
No.
Oh yeah,
that actually might be right because Joe. Oh wait, this is last year. Never mind, I'm tripping.
Yeah, Joe got injured last year. The same time he got injured this year.
Dang it. Wow, Joe just got bad. Joe's got bad luck, doesn't he?
No, anybody who's around Seth Rollins has bad luck. Let's be real.
Because remember, he was having a feud with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Dean Ambrose was teamed up with Seth Rollins. Don't forget Sting. Don't forget Jason Jordan.
My God.
Who else had injuries thanks to him? Heck, Cena's nose.
Roman Reigns' illness.
God. What is with Seth Rollins?
That's bad.
He's having like Triple H-itis over here.
Instead of to other people, it's to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's pretty.
He ended somebody's career.
He did, yeah, he did.
He ended a star's career that could have had more in the WWE.
But,
I was gonna say MLB, but then I realized something. What I'm looking at is not Major League Baseball. It's JBL making Major League Rugby in New York. Does it surprise you that JBL plays rugby?
Nah, I can see it.
No, because he's a bit of a bruiser.
He's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he just likes playing with sticks.
Seeing a tweet from Gargano, by the way. 14 years ago today, which, by the way, today, Eddie Guerrero wins the WWE Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I remember that clear. I remember that clearly. One of my favorite No Way Out pay-per-views.
Then we get to the stuff that sounds like WWE. By the way, did you know John Cena is fighting against Ford for a $500,000 lawsuit against him?
Wait,
okay,
what?
That's weird because I'm on John Cena's side.
Yeah, if it's not in the contract, hey, sorry.
Not
look. He decided to buy a car that's not even technically out yet, and then sell it. But he bought it with his own millions.
Yeah, if he's buying it with his own money, what's the problem?
The issue is it was such a limited series. Ford is mad that he's just already selling the car without actually having it.
It's like seriously,
he bought it with it. He bought it with his own money, and if he's selling it, that's his choice.
Welcome to America. Ford. Come on, you've been here.
Think about
God bless it.
Ford.
God bless America.
God, I don't
It's
care.
like
if
let's
Detroit-
look at this. Let's look at this seriously. When you're looking at it from the American perspective, the American perspective is he was you let him be part of this either contest or something like that to get the limited edition, and he flipped it. That's that. Does that get more American?
That's
That doesn't
literally the shoe market.
Yes.
Because
Here's my
quite
thing.
literally, what he did was he got the limited edition. He bought it, like what they did. If they give it away, I can understand them doing a no resale. I can understand it if it was given away, but it wasn't given away.
He bought it with his own money.
Let him buy with his money and sell it.
It didn't say in a contract saying I can do whatever I want. This is my car now.
And that's what he's actually saying. If I look into the article, via Wrestling News, by the way,
Cena with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Cena maintains that he did not do anything wrong because, according to the court documents filed in Michigan, the final contract did not say anything about the 24-month no resale clause. He says that Ford didn't put that provision in the final contract, so it was their screw up. Cena wants the case to be thrown out by the judge. That's about it.
The way I see it, he's got a point. It's not in the contract.
Everything has to be written down in contract nowadays.
Yeah,
I've taken business and communications law. If it's not in the contract,
it's
well.
Oh well, you're SOL. You're shit out of luck. Everything now in this society needs to be signed and documented. If you want something, it has to be documented to the letter.
Nothing can be assumed.
Nothing. I mean, it's like, hey, I sell this car to this person, and saying I don't want you to sell it, but I'm not gonna put it under documents. They're like, okay, I'm going. It's my car now, so fuck you. I can do whatever I want.
Exactly.
By the way, speaking of assuming, are we assuming that there's gonna be a superstar shakeup coming up?
Maybe not shakeup. I'm hoping
shakeup, no. Shakeup, no. Draft, yes.
When do you think they're going to do the draft?
Backlash.
That's a rumor.
Backlash.
Do you really think Backlash is going to be it?
Yes.
I think it would either be like
WrestleMania sales.
I want to say it'd be right in the middle between Backlash and like the end of Mania. Let's
see now. If I recall, there's 2 pay-per-views in May. Let me see now.
I think they're doing this because they want to bring back dual
brand pay-per-views, and the most ideal time is the pay-per-view after WrestleMania, which would be Backlash, and so they do a draft to pretty much reset for the new WrestleMania season.
And plus, if you have dual brand pay-per-views, you have more big storylines in each pay-per-view. And you don't have to worry about these weird other matches on the shows.
I would say Payback would be one. Because Payback's May 27th. I think with April 8th, they will get everything like settled out and try to make some feuds here and there. And then they'll get all these ideas and all this stuff settled out for Backlash and make announcements there. And then Payback, I think, is their official draft day.
I still wouldn't be surprised if it's like after Mania, but before Backlash.
Backlash
like in those
makes no sense.
Well,
you would end those like storylines. You would end the storylines that are like after Mania, like Fallout of Mania. You would end it at Backlash, and then those respective superstars would go to their respective brands.
What I think, because they're going to make an announcement, of course, that it's going to be both brands on the Backlash. I think they're going to make the announcement there, but then they're also going to be. Geez, what was going on with this? They're going to be doing that there, so they're going to see how the ratings are going to go and determine when they want to do it. If they want to do it on Monday Night Raw, or if the pay-per-view ratings are getting enough on the May 6th Backlash. If it's not getting enough on Backlash, they're going to do it on Payback. If the Backlash gets enough, they're going to do it on a Raw or SmackDown or both.
Well, I know there's one thing that's guaranteed. We're gonna get some call-ups from NXT the day after WrestleMania.
My question is, will Aleister Black get the championship before then?
He better.
Hey, there you go. Woo! There you go. Somebody watched NXT.
I watched all 4 today. All 4 the other day.
Someone's happy.
Well, I passed out yesterday, and
I'm happy that he watched NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I half woken.
Stop.
NXT.
Christ.
I was partially. I had Hulu running.
Okay.
And I watched I watched all of Raw, and I watched some of SmackDown Live. I had 205 Live going before I decided to switch to NXT, and I half actually watched that.
Well, I mean, okay. Realistically, this week's episode started with the UK Championship match between Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
First off, and a match you would expect with these two guys, just fantastic wrestling clinic. Like, this is what you want in that kind of match. Yes, it's not done in bait, but you're getting what?
Damn it all.
Then after that, it's like promo. Aleister Black promo saying, I want the NXT title. Then Killian Dane says, you got to go through me. And
Aleister Black
okay,
is
cool.
the NXT title ready. It's probably going to happen at SummerSlam. I don't see him going main roster.
Because I think they're not going to give Killian the title.
Oh, no way. I would be very surprised.
He's going straight to WWE.
Mm-hmm. You think Killian's ready?
I don't, but I do if he's with the group.
If he's with the group, yes. But as a singles,
no,
he's not ready.
He's had some great moments in matches, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's better as a group member.
Yes.
Exactly. Him, EY, Nikki, and Alexander, they need to go up to the main roster all at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
What they need, be the greatest timing would be when they finally got all the shit together.
Sandy comes out.
And yeah, Sanity will come out after, say, a pay-per-view or two where they all of a sudden they're winning championships again. Hey, the Shield's winning championships again. Then all of a sudden you hear those police sirens. You hear the radio, all the lights turn out. Down. Basic. And all of a sudden the crowd just don't know what's going on until they hear that guitar riff. And I just want Michael Cole to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
You always want. When do you not want him to shut up?
There are certain times.
Well, I mean, in moments like that, he needs to.
Because you know exactly what he's going to say. Oh my God, it's Sanity from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You hear his voice already in your head.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah, he did it with Rey Mysterio.
What I would like in that moment is obviously going to be an opening promo. Say opening promo the Monday after Raw, and then and it's going to be Shield coming out, and then with Shield coming out, they're going to be boasting themselves because whatever, and it will be the start of the turning point for Dean Ambrose because of Sanity. Because think about it, Mr. Crazy, Mr. Insane Asylum, Mr. Ambrose Asylum. Who else would make sense to make him go insane but Sanity?
Exactly.
Well played. He is there. The heel turn if you make the most sense.
It's most meta out of all this. It's most meta.
I like it.
Now,
I like the whole theory.
Is there anything else you want to talk? Anything happening on Raw, by the way? I kind of lost track.
Well, you know me.
I do want to finish with one more thing on NXT real quick. There was a women's championship match. It was a championship rematch from Philadelphia between Miss Baszler and Ember Moon. But, okay, this one ended weird because, yes, the shoulder came back into play. Ooh, did it ever come back into play? But Kairi Sane came out for the save. And now we're back with the Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler stuff.
That's where I was passed out. Because I did not remember any of that.
Yeah, you need to go and watch the end of that because that got intense. And I think I don't know exactly what they're setting up either. Just to be honest.
Kyrie Shayna feud? Maybe?
Kyrie, Shayna, Ember, maybe in the middle of it.
I mean, we are doing a non-tag style Holla Holla Fatal 5-Way for Fastlane. We are having we even added another person in the freaking Elimination Chamber. There's some lazy storytelling going on right now.
There's lazy storytelling, but it's like, holy crap, 7 people in the Elimination Chamber.
No, something that hasn't been done.
Ever.
I mean,
but then again, the 40-man Royal Rumble, yeah, it was cool to have 40 this time, but let's admit
it dragged.
Yeah, the more cooks in the kitchen, the more it's
The only thing cool about that, okay. The only thing cool about that Royal Rumble was just the fact that they had Kevin Nash come out as Diesel. Diesel.
Not fake Diesel.
Diesel.
So
Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Exactly.
So also Rey Mysterio expected to sign with WWE this coming year. That's what's reported.
After he has his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut against Jushin Thunder Liger.
Didn't I mention Thunder Liger recently also?
Yes, you did.
So it's just funny how it just all works out. But hey, it is what it is. Let me look up anything else before. What's up?
But that's the Long Beach show for New Japan.
Sounds like I need to go back and just find some free videos for New Japan. I want to see Rey Mysterio versus. I want to see Rey Mysterio in New Japan. I want to see it. New Japan's really stepped up the game, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Hold on.
I need to let y'all use my account.
What the heck?
What?
Where'd you get it?
I just saw a tweet and from Wrestling Inc. James Ellsworth versus Nick Aldis.
Oh shit!
For the NWA title.
All that work.
Yeah, for the title, by the way.
Always on the point.
Wow.
What in the heck? What in the heck is freaking Billy Corgan booking?
Well, also, not to mention, just looking at this, Ellsworth looked like he really knows how to cut a promo now.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
That he knows how to cut a promo. That's kind of
Just
scary.
Yeah, the way his face looks during this promo, like he's like mean and serious, man.
I can't take him seriously though. Not with that face.
Yeah, not with that face. I mean, but it looks like someone who had a gum cancer and you had to get part of their jaw removed, and he's staring at you with that evil face. That's what James Ellsworth looks like when he's doing that promo. It looks like you're about to get your freaking face chewed off, but by like a chihuahua. But you're gonna get your face chewed off, so it's gonna be serious. Jeez, man, this face. Hold on.
I've seen the picture. It's like, oh my.
It's like, look at him when he gives you that promo face. You're like, he's
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, whoa, wait, what was that? Oh. That's.
Don't you just feel that charisma coming off of him now?
Yeah.
Imagine what WWE could have made with him. Imagine the kind of imagine the kind of stuff what happens when he turned full on heel and could have been like going on his own rampage. Yes, he's small and they don't like that, but imagine him going for like the U.S. title.
I can see with that face. I could probably see it.
With that charisma, I think once he left WWE, he knows he's a big dog now. Like everyone's gonna go, you were just a jobber. Yeah, but everyone loved me and I was there for a reason. It's like, man, I think someone just really got into his ear and let him realize, yo, don't let people get onto you. That's what it looks like now. He's in it. He's in it. That's a success story right there.
Exactly.
Other than that, gentlemen, is there anything you want to add before I just roll down real quick on Raw?
Your part
Brown is doing tapings.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear both of y'all. Let's start with Tony.
Lucha Underground is back to doing tapings.
Oh, tapings or are they posting now?
No, they're actually just taping right at the moment right now.
I'm excited.
I'll save it for when you start the Raw because I got something I want to debate on and coming on.
I haven't said anything about Raw, and I'm ready for it.
What are you, a match debater?
Just go.
You see that face he makes when I say match debater? All right, let me find myself. Dang it, that's not the one I want. Okay. First things first, John Cena kicks off the show and he teases The Undertaker with just one line. He says sometimes WrestleMania can bring people back from the dead.
If they do it,
the crowd felt it. The crowd knew it.
Like, if they do it, then I'm okay with it because that's the one match I wanted.
If they do it, I will buy my ticket to WrestleMania.
Right,
Zane, you know what, Zane? If they do it, I'm in.
I'm a live stream from the house.
James, if they do Taker Cena, you down going?
I have money right now to pay off a credit card. And instead of using it to pay off the credit card, it looks like I'm going to be using it to go to WrestleMania.
Don't blame me there.
By the way, Miz came out to interrupt Cena about Brock Lesnar, and he mentions that, hey, I'm going to main event WrestleMania. I'm going to be my first Intercontinental and WWE Universal Champion. And then he says,
he's saying specifically Universal Champion.
Universal Champion. And not to mention, he said, you were the founder of Suplex City.
He kind of was.
He just dogged on John Cena. He's like, I can main event WrestleMania. And can you main event WrestleMania? And he said, I did. And I beat you. Oh, there was some good heat. You get those two in a ring and do promos. Man, just don't give me a shoot promo. Just don't even worry about their kayfabe. I just want to see how they stab each other in real life.
It's weird because I genuinely think they don't like each other.
What? Oh, that's so bullshit. Come on.
I could see that. Well, not to mention, The Miz actually did mention he just doesn't like how Nikki is treated sometimes about all these rules by Cena.
Yeah, and the fact that Cena gets all the opportunities that Miz kind of deserves.
Yeah, the match, by the way, was pretty quick, simple. It's not going to get an A, but you know what? It was a clinic for basic stuff for normal wrestlers. I liked it.
It was a good free TV match. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh yeah, I mean,
good free TV match.
Yeah,
sorry, that's what it is.
I mean, it's better than how the Revival defeats Anderson and Gallows. I mean, yeah, it was a good match, but to be honest, I'm just getting tired of it. It's 50-50 booking.
I mean, at least it's not like a Bludgeon Brothers freaking Fashion Police match.
I got. Save any SmackDown from me, okay?
It's
All right.
bludgeoning. It's bludgeoning my mind. Is what it's doing.
There you go.
By the
Good
way,
job.
what's a good angle with with scripted announcements? He's not good at that.
Oh, he sucks.
Anyone agree?
He
Really does suck at it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He can't even go into the ugh. He can't even get in front of the Titantron, say something real quick and get it correctly. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. Come on, bro. I know all those opioids did something to you, but come on, let's try.
Oh, he brought up the opioids. Oh, Lord.
Oh, good Lord.
Bailey and Sasha, by the way, great.
The tease. They're so teasing it.
Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Give it to me, Bailey.
You know what?
Quit
Don't
teasing,
even
girl.
give.
Quit teasing.
Here's the weird part.
Wait. The weird thing, she won in her hometown.
You're right. I forgot about that.
She won in her hometown.
Can I be honest real quick? I don't
What's
think
up?
Sasha's turning heel.
Huh?
I don't think Sasha's turning heel.
It's screaming they're turning Sasha heel. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Bailey.
Oh,
would
wait a minute. I got mistaken. You were saying Sasha. I thought Bailey was going to turn heel.
No, I'm
One of them
saying
was turning
Bailey's
heel.
gonna turn heel.
I think Bailey. Because initially they were saying Sasha for the longest time. Now they're showing Bailey.
It makes sense.
But I mean, well, maybe a heel turn might be just what Bailey needs. So
I mean, especially for
no more hugs.
especially facing against Sasha. I mean, can she beat Nia Jax? Well, as quoting Bailey, well, I beat you.
Ooh.
Man,
Ooh.
I jumped up for that one. I saw that and I was like, oh. Now, Mickey James and Alexa Bliss versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Really?
Really don't care.
But you know what I really cared about? By the way, it was so not a match that Hulu doesn't even show it. They took it off Hulu.
What?
That match.
Which
The
match?
Sasha, what is it?
Oh.
Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose. And
Nothing happened. So
By the
That's
way,
important.
you know what WWE stands for, right?
Walk with Elias.
Walk with Elias. I'm sorry, WWE stands for Walk with Elias.
Yeah,
There.
that's all right.
Tell me, did I not predict that both music gimmicks were going to get over?
Mm-hmm. You did.
You did.
And no one believed me because the first 4 months it was nothing. And now 3 months later, after that.
What is it? Elias had an interview recently with Edge and Christian, and he talked about like the NXT crowd was not getting it. They were not getting it. And then he goes up to the main roster, is like, they dropped the whole drifter thing. Like, he's not just walking around everywhere. It's just like, he's Elias. He's a musician. Let him play a song. And wow, he has gotten so over with this one gimmick.
Now, to say that he'll get over enough to be the wrestler, make the wrestler over, I mean, the only reason why he'll get more over is because
he's feeding with Cena. Point number one.
Well, A, B, Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
Yep.
C, you can make him like the honky tonk man.
Yeah, versus
Make
someone
him the
who's
longest reigning IC champion ever.
Versus someone who's going to be, telling people it's Rusev Day. That gimmick's not going to be over.
Air horn.
Who brought the air horn?
Don't worry.
Who brought the air horn?
I said Rusev Day, and all of a sudden air horns pop out.
Well played, Eddie, with that air horn. Just
Rusev Day.
Yeah, you did that. You did that at the right time. Well played.
Rusev Day. Dang, no more horns.
Hey.
No, ravishing Rusev Day.
No, sorry, not happening.
No, that was
It's Rusev Day. It's Rusev Day. Someone buy me
can we
the
talk-
T-shirt. PO Box 2054, Fort Worth, Texas 76108. Send me a
Can we talk
Rusev
about what
Day.
happened during that promo, please?
Triple XL T-shirt. Okay, so what happened in the promo is Elias did his normal promo, which he's talking smack. All of a sudden, you hear from the announcer, "Ladies and gentlemen," and it's like, what? Elias is out here. Braun Strowman, and you just sit there where there's a mic. All of a sudden, he moves to the side, out of the spotlight, comes out with a double bass.
My whole thing is like,
I was busting out laughing when I saw it.
where did you find a double bass in the backstage area? Two,
this big.
why was that better than
300-pound
Elias?
man came out with a double bass, trying to play a double bass like a guitar. I was busting out laughing.
He can't, and obviously he doesn't know how to play guitar, a string instrument of any kind.
But he does have that voice.
Oh, dude, he has a southern voice.
He's got that voice. I was just like, damn.
Why don't they use it more often?
Like,
it'll be really great if they eventually put them in a feud. Say Strowman wins a title. Strowman wins a title, and it comes out to him versus Elias. It would be great to have their promos against each other.
I was bust out laughing
because I think that's the only
promo. They're both in the chamber.
What was that?
They're both in the chamber.
Yes, but I'm saying if he gets the title,
he'll get it. After
because you only got 1 week left. You only got 1 week left, unless they're going to face each other in WrestleMania. Which, to be honest, I would like that. Imagine the promos.
Ooh,
different kind of string instrument every time.
But he did kind of break the double bass. He was just plucking the strings. I'm like, God.
Yeah, the way he's plucking the strings.
I was just like, God dang it.
It's like at least know how to hold the string that you're plucking.
Yes, and the inner musician in me was screaming because I did used to play the violin. I was like, oh my God.
You used to play violin? You need to teach me, bro.
Oh, okay.
He used to play violin.
Then again, I played bass, just not double bass.
Bass is probably your violin. It's a very delicate.
I'm Asian.
Very okay. Fair enough. Never mind.
I'll try to get them.
I learned.
I play the drum machine.
But right now, all of a sudden he's singing about I'm not finished with you yet, and you're gonna catch these hands. In the promo, Strowman's able to sing that in the promo, which means he can act while singing. I need that. I need a feud with Elias and Braun, and he must be the singing Braun.
I would be 100% okay with that. Just on paper, that promo would not have worked. We're like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, everyone says
they executed it so well. I was like, I'm busting out laughing. This is entertaining.
On paper, it was a horrible promo.
Yes.
On execution, we found out Braun is a lot more lovable than we really thought, because he can sing.
Yes, if he didn't have that voice, it would have been flat. It would have been flat on.
It would have been like, okay, who was the dumbass who decided this promo?
Yes, but he can sing, and I was like, get him the belt. Get him the belt. Fuck Roman. Get Strowman the belt. He deserves it.
And if Roman wins, then A, we riot. B, Braun versus Elias now. I need a WrestleMania promo that leads up to them singing to each other, serenading bullshit. So imagine
That'd be
that.
awesome.
By the way, Reigns versus Sheamus. Do we really need to look at that? Nah.
No.
Other than the fact of Sheamus took a top turnbuckle, dive for a clothesline, and he gets speared. It looked painful.
Yeah, it was bad.
Which, question number one, did Sheamus supposedly have some kind of neck or back injury? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what he's been saying, too. So I don't know why he keeps taking these kind of bumps.
They wouldn't let him take that kind of bump if he didn't have an injury like that. And then I'm watching his YouTube channel, and he's preparing. He's doing leg day multiple times. By the way, his new video, Absolution Body.
What?
He's with the Absolution girls.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, no Paige, but still.
Oh well.
But nobody's already had Sasha on there.
He's had Sasha show booty day. Wow. Hey, that was him. He had McIntyre on there. By the way, injured McIntyre. He had
that's his buddy though, so that makes sense.
And not to mention they had Jinder Mahal. To be honest, yes, no matter what you want to say about him as a champion, if you want a workout person, I'll take Mahal.
You'll take Mahal. Give me Triple H.
Good. Take me to the Mahal. Aha.
I hate you.
Give me Vince McMahon.
You want Vince McMahon as your workout buddy?
I want Vince McMahon.
No.
Why not? It's Vince. It's Vinnie Mac.
Triple H. I mean, I've seen his workouts. I'm like, yeah, help me out here, please.
Well, if you work out with Triple H, at least you know it's our time.
Yes.
It's our time.
Yeah.
That was
wow.
That
was back when he was with China.
Man.
Yep.
But by the way, that was my first time I've ever seen Triple H was with that intro. Want some? Is this on?
The first time I think I saw Triple H. Yeah, that was the song. That was definitely the song.
Which, by the way, main event, no contest. But guess who takes the pin?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Whoop-de-doo.
Motherfucker.
Okay. I have no issue with this because Matt Hardy did not take the fall.
Thank you.
Out of all the people, you could have took the fall.
Cruz.
Yes.
No, I think they're actually trying to build him up somehow.
You got Finn, you got Cruz, you have Wyatt, you have Matt Hardy, you got Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Wyatt's
Finn
the right
just
guy.
takes Bray just takes another L. It's typical.
And how are you gonna make people really happy about Wyatt versus Hardy if you're gonna be making Wyatt lose all the time? Because let's be honest, we wanted Wyatt to win last year, but if people dug on Mahal, what was Wyatt's winning record? What was Wyatt's win record before he got to the title?
Not that good, honestly.
To be honest, it could be similar to Mahal. It was just people wanted to uproar about Mahal. But we're looking at how WWE booked Bray Wyatt. We should be uproar about that.
It's almost unfair. It's just like,
to be honest, it's kind of unfair how people treated Mahal at that time.
That's true.
Because now him chasing for a title, or even if he gets a lower edge title, I think is really great for him. It's just one of the.
At this point, yes. If Bray Wyatt's feuding for any title, it's a plus for him.
Bray Wyatt or Jinder Mahal? Which one are you saying?
Jinder Mahal. I mean, Jinder Mahal will. Getting the WWE title really helped Jinder Mahal.
It helped him out a lot.
It helped him significantly.
At this point, Jinder Mahal is, I would say, a ripped but personality is a low budget Kevin Owens. Body wise, it's what you expect out of Vince McMahon.
Perspective a little bit racist at times.
Is it his fault?
Yeah.
You expect that promo to be his fault?
No.
He follows exactly what they want. You can tell he doesn't want to venture off away from what they tell him to do. So when he did that promo, I know
it wasn't his fault. It wasn't. That was WWE creative. Jinder was just doing what he was told to do, so I put no blame on him for that.
Yeah.
But that was one of the moments that if people wanted to tune out WWE, that was a moment.
Yes, it was a cringe. His feud with Nakamura was very cringeworthy. I was like, ugh.
And then you have Nakamura losing. That's what kind of annoyed me. Clean.
Ew. Not clean. Not clean. Need help from the Singh brothers.
I don't know why when Jeffrey did that little noise just now, he actually sounded like Nakamura.
But anyway, so no contest at the main event. Bray Wyatt taking another pinfall, whoop-de-doo, and now we got 7 people in the chamber since Kurt Angle can.
Well, the thing about the pinfall was he didn't take a pinfall. He didn't take.
He took 2.
He took a pinfall by 2 people.
I'm just like, come on.
The only other person I know that did something similar is Big Show. The only person to take 2 pinfalls in one match.
That's true. Also,
I'm like,
the fact that we all thought, okay, because they didn't come up with the decision live on Raw, we actually thought it was going to be like, okay, they're going to settle this next week or this coming up Monday.
Which
decided. They decided 10 minutes after the show.
You're creating matches for the future, but then all of a sudden you kill that with Kurt Angle, who again, I really just can't do promos anymore.
Kurt.
I mean, if they would allow him some freestyle ability, he would probably be able to do it, but he can't just.
Kurt Angle, the GM. I mean, I was happy for it at the time, but now I'm like, maybe it's time for a change of scenery.
Well, he should have been fired already.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's had some good moments.
Yes, he has.
GM, like when he was getting fired up after Stephanie started talking mad shit to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I want to see him bite her head off. Pretty much how Dixie Carter should have had a bit enough for physically.
I mean, it's better than him French kissing her while she's asleep in the Attitude Era. Oh wait, I brought that up. Sorry.
Wow, you brought that
Or at
up.
least let him wear a cowboy hat, a tiny one.
Yippee! Hi-yay!
Drink some milk instead of to mock Stone Cold. How can he mock somebody right now? Come on. Let's think of wrestlers he can mock doing their stuff like he did with Stone Cold.
Elias.
He can come out with a ukulele.
All he has to do is sing Jimmy Crack Horn and I Don't Care.
And nostalgia pop for that. All right, so let's see now. I'm done for Raw. I'm done with my normal stuff for WWE. I went through my whole list.
Tony, you got anything before I go to SmackDown?
No, I've already technically did NXT, so.
Okay then. First off on SmackDown, basically we had we were supposed to get a main event. We were supposed to get the match Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler.
Which he's coming back heel. He's coming back face, by the way. That's kind of annoying.
Yes, that is. I mean, yes, true. I mean, that is driving me insane because the heel run by Ziggler was fantastic. I mean, I wish they would have kept that, but oh well. But here's the thing. They get jumped by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So what else is new? They don't want anyone else added to the Fastlane pay-per-view. So Shane decided, oh, hey, each of them will have a match against, Baron Corbin, KO, and Ziggler and Sami Zayn. If either of those two win, they get added to the main event, and they can't help each other. Okay, sure, why not? And still more tension. What else is new? I mean, you think we're going to get a payoff? My question to you, do you think we're going to get a payoff between the Shane, Daniel Bryan feud?
It's going to happen sometime around Mania.
But
I think it will happen at Mania. Now, look, we have so much time between now and Mania, and even the little break between Fastlane and Mania, there's enough time to build something there. They can do something.
Oh, okay. Next, James, you got anything you want to add to this before I go on to that?
Apparently, I received an important text. I had to double check on that.
Sorry.
Okay, let me add something else to this. My issue with this match that's going to happen at Fastlane now, there's four heels.
Save it.
All right,
Tony.
All right.
Well, dang it. You kind of ruined that moment. But before I go to that, Charlotte Flair, Sarah Logan. Another basically Charlotte Flair winning. What else is new? She's taking out every member of the Wyatt Squad one by one. Do I have anything else I need to go on that?
Nope.
That's what I.
My question is, when is the briefcase coming out?
God, I want. If they do it at Mania, I'll be so happy.
If they do it at Mania. Ooh.
It just feels like copycats at that point.
I don't even care. I don't even care. Like, do it.
You know what the
you gotta say it
rumor?
you gotta say it like the Sith. Say it like a Sith. Do it.
You know what the rumored match is? But you know what the rumored match is, by the way, right?
Charlotte and Asuka.
Oh, if they did it then. Ooh.
Because you don't have now you can still keep the whole streak for Asuka because it's not a singles match anymore.
You could.
Or what she could do is come in after the match still and be the person to end the streak.
No, that would piss off.
I love weird booking.
You would piss off a lot
I'm-
of people.
I'm definitely Vince Russo when it comes to
Yeah.
booking. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, then also, since Tony decided to spoil the outcome of this match, Baron Corbin beats Kevin Owens clean in a one-on-ones match, and he gets added to the main event at Fastlane.
Deep Six,
Yeah, no, end of days.
number days.
End
Okay,
of
so you
days.
had to go real finisher on here.
Yes.
I'm just surprised he got up for that. Jesus Christ.
You surprised you got what?
That end of days was nasty. He got him up there for the end of days.
Oh, Jesus. That was a lot of weight.
So imagine the trainer on his shoulder afterwards.
Sure.
All right, Bobby Roode he's like Cena 1.5. He's doing U.S. Open challenges. He wanted someone in particular. It's called Mr. 5 Moves of Doom. Basically, I have one super move. I have one finisher that's over for everybody. It's the RKO out of nowhere. But and then
what did
Jinder
you
Mahal
get?
came out.
Yeah.
Mahal came out, and he remembers the feud they had for the WWE title, and then he comes out and Randy Orton does an RKO on the Singh brother. Good old bump brothers, basically. And Jinder Mahal just does a coloss on both Rude and Randy Orton. Thank you. Good job.
You notice you said Singh brother.
You mean Bump Brothers?
No, singular brother.
Singular brother. One of the Singh brothers. I'm sorry. I'm calling
The other
them
one's
Bump
out.
Brothers.
The other one's out with an ACL injury. So
Oh, yeah. I apologize for that. But the match never started. So we got maybe Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode feuding for the U.S. title. Good to know, right?
that'd be great. Great
Holla,
setup.
holla, 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 holla. All these fatal 5-ways, 7-ways.
Triple threats.
At this point, my joke thinking is, we just can't have monogamous matches anymore. They always have to be polygamous matches.
Okay, and then
Holla, holla.
yes.
Y'all can't believe I did that joke. I'm good at that stuff.
Jesus,
Well-
that came out of nowhere.
So
Oh,
I'm
wait.
getting-
Randy Orton was involved in that. Great.
I was about to say, so booking wise, I'm Vince Russo. When it comes to podcasting wise, I'm Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well,
a
I
very
do only
bad-
got 5 moves.
That's bad, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's true.
So, and also we had a little promo with Usos talking about brotherhood and all that, and the Bludgeon Brothers smash a very poorly designed TV. So, Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos. Next feud for them. Okay, anyone excited for that?
Yeah, kind of.
Lockdown.
I mean, will they Lockdown versus the Bludgeon Brothers? Will they be the one to take the belts, or do the Usos basically run through the whole entire SmackDown tag team division?
Lockdown.
Lockdown until like a good team from NXT comes up. I don't know.
Speaking of tag teams, we gave Vengeables are apparently feuding with the New Day. Apparently, they had a match.
If that's a good place for sanity, by the way.
There
Talking
you go.
about lockdown, sanity. There's so many ways sanity can come out.
Now you're changing your mind. You wanted sanity on Raw against the Shield. Now you want sanity against the Usos. Either way we win, right?
Either way, the fans win. Both ways make so much sense.
And then say if Asuka's on SmackDown, and then you got Nikki Cross. Yeah.
Calm down. So the main event was Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. Oh, they did explain why he relinquished the title in a very generic, basic way. Basically, he wants more. He wants the WWE title. He wants the main event WrestleMania. Okay, sure. Snooze fest, yeah, very much so. But
I'd say the person who has the title the most that should go for the title is Mr. Vacant himself. Vacant's always champion.
oh my God. But Dolph Ziggler wins clean against Kevin Owens. I think he won with a super kick, basically. Shawn Michaels.
Super kick.
A very nice one. I was surprised they went that way, but hey, now it's a fatal 5-way. Thanks, Tony, for the WWE title. I still say AJ Styles wins, but okay, more matches. Exciting, more matches.
It's just my whole issue is there's 4 heels.
KO, Sammy, Baron Corbin, and Ziggler S.
Dolph.
Ziggler is being billed for being a face coming up.
I mean, okay, let's just say tweener, okay? Let's just say tweener, okay?
He's a tweener leaning towards face coming up. No, let's say as he is. He signed the contract, so he's a jobber. He's a high class escort jobber.
That's what the title is, and that's the worst thing.
I'm sorry. So
he's a jobber. He's a high class jobber now. He's not a prostitute. He's an escort. He's a high class jobber.
Jesus Christ.
He will put people over.
That's all I got for SmackDown. I got nothing else. So I'm gonna say SmackDown was better because they had better matches, and promo wise, Raw did well with that little. I laughed at the Strowman promo and the Fatal 4-Way, but better matches, I gotta give it to SmackDown.
Agree.
Yeah.
Albeit, to be honest, there was better high grade matches in Raw, but the whole Raw show in general, it didn't hold up because of its 3 hours. Its third hour has been holding back. It had 3, to be honest, matches. I would give it a B+ to an A, easily. But the rest of it, I mean, the women's match was cut off of the Hulu. Let's say that. I think that says enough. But to be honest, I would have to say Raw over SmackDown this time.
No offense to you two guys, I've been watching more 205 and NXT recently, so.
Yeah, we're good. But
I would give Smack grading point. I give it like a B. I give it like a B low B, high C.
Okay.
SmackDown, I would give it the B, while Raw, I would give it a B+, to be honest. Everything else, excluding one women's match, I think everything else is perfectly fine. What it needs to be the setup for the go-home show.
Yeah, it's not going to go home. That's a weird part.
Well, you have to set up for a go-home show, let's be honest.
Name a go-home show that's been good recently.
They suck at go-home shows because they can't even set it up properly. That was actually a pretty good setup. Can they actually do a go-home show? I'm going to beg to differ. I'm not going to say they're going to do a go-home show this time around.
Don't waste your breath.
I mean, they could do a Rumble. They can't do it now.
Anyways, let's go, gentlemen.
Yes.
Do your outros. Oh,
like, share, comment, subscribe, and if you don't like this video, you can kiss the blackest part of my butt.
Like this video, comment down below. We will answer you. We will love you. Kirby, hey, get better. We need your comments, girl.
And Taylor will be at the live stream for next one. Don't worry, girl.
Yep.
And
All right.
you can like, share, and subscribe.
Next week is prediction for E-Chamber, right?
Because next week's prediction time, you got to subscribe and like.
Oh my
Because
God.
unliking is not your time. If you dislike this video, you will catch these hands. Like Stadium Junkies Media, because the champ is the plan.
Oh, what?
All right then. I guess.
I don't have my double bass with me. Sorry.
All right then.
Oh, I have the button. My bad.
Yes, you.
Stadium Junkies Media signing out.